Larissa and Cassidy in the Valley.
Hey guys, welcome.
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 Can you hear me okay? I'm just checking. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good, because silence is not good, so I want to make sure that my voice can be heard.
Yes, your
Excellent.
voice is heard perfectly.
Excellent, because that's what a PV peer does.
They do.
They do. PV
Listen.
peers, they listen and they think about what they hear and they make sure that all those ideas come together, and that's what we have been seeing happening all throughout the Valley.
Yes, we've seen our students trying to look for that value in each other and really show empathy for each other. So I think it'd be a great idea for us to go back to last episode where we kind of hinted towards PV peer. We thought, let's go and let's really dive into this more. So without further ado, let's look at some things that are happening with our secondary and elementary students.
Fantastic.
So you can all imagine how tricky it is to try to get kids to co-write a story together.
Oh my God, I cannot imagine.
And that's what this task was. And these kids needed to decide together what their beginning was going to be like. And so if you look here, they all had private reasoning time to come up with all of their ideas. And some of these kids are kids who usually stay pretty quiet and just go with whatever their peer or their teammate might come up with. But here we get to hear everybody's idea.
Okay.
Once they are finished getting their ideas down with that private reasoning time, then they go around and they start looking and finding out what's in common. And if you look here, you can see that we're taking place in the morning. So they all agree on the setting. And so now their next step will be to add that detail into the box in the middle, because that's where they're going to land.
So their consensus goes in the middle of what they all think.
Yes.
So, for example, if I said I like to play basketball, you might say, I don't really agree with basketball, but I love playing tennis. And then we could put in the middle, we love playing sports. So that's the consensus.
Yes.
That's so inclusive. I love how that just really makes everybody's voice heard.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, our elementary students are amazing.
They are, aren't they? I agree.
So here we have our secondary students, and what they're doing here, they're engaging in a project called the Makey Makey, or Little Prince Project, and they're writing allegories about their planet that they're on, and then they use the Makey Makey, so it's an interactive project. So even though it's made out of cardboard, the kids can walk around and take each piece and move it to a different part along the storyline, and it will read the story to them.
Jolie has no friends because Oliver won't allow his brown furred friends to play with any rabbits without brown fur. Jolie wishes she wasn't lonely. One day, Jolie finds a brown fur dye. After 3 days of using it, her fur is the exact same shade as all the other rabbits.
So then that way at the end, they can hopefully see the value in everyone because they're learning more and more about their peers through each other's allegories. And it's just super amazing.
That is amazing. The PV peer.
Wow. The potential that project gives to be able to see the value in others and be able to understand their journey and really get into who they are as a person. That was amazing.
I know, I loved it, and they really kind of focuses in on that valuing each other. And what I loved about our elementary students that we had doing was that placemat really brought out that inclusion of everybody and allows all their voices to be heard, so that way they can really make sure that consensus is actually made with everyone's voice.
Absolutely.
So great. Well,
So great.
I think that's enough for today.
I think so too.
So I think tune in whenever we make the next one, and that'll be great.
Yes. He's been Cassidy.
She has been Larissa, and this has been
Larissa and Cassidy in the Valley.
Goodbye, so soon, and isn't it a crime? We know by now that time knows how to fly.